To do a live stream today, and I'm going to do a 2 or 3 minute live stream, but I want to refer you to Warren H. channel in regards to doxing and or giving your personal information to anyone on the internet is just not advisable. Unless you know a person personally and he is in fact trustworthy, I suggest you do not give any of your personal information to anyone on the internet. The information can be used in a multitude of ways, and Warren H. has personal experience in this endeavor, and it didn't work out well for him. Not only was his signature put on the internet, but all of his personal information, where he lived and every other piece of information he gave out on the internet was posted in a public forum. So that's one thing I wanted to talk to you about. The second thing I wanted to talk to you about is I cannot get on the internet for more than a few minutes at a time. My internet works for about 1.5 to 3 minutes, and then it goes off because we have such terrible data, ability here in Bahal. So I cannot and will not do a live stream for probably until it gets repaired for sure. But then, in addition to that, I have real stuff in real time that needs to get done. And things that I cannot do. I don't work online. I do other things. So I want you to all understand, in 8 or 10 days, I'll be back online. In 8 or 10 days, I'll be back online doing live streams. But for now, I have my taxes that need to get reevaluated and placed into effect. I'm outside working. I found a box with 10,000 ants in the box with some of my personal goods from New York that needs to be addressed. I have lots of stuff to do. Hello, Chi. Welcome to the machine. Hello, Bill. I'm going to end this live stream. I just want you guys to know out there about doxing people. If you give your personal information to anybody online for any reason and you don't know who that person is, your personal information is in jeopardy of being exposed to the public. So right now, my taxes need to be done. I need to clean up some of the stuff that I brought from New York that I found 10,000 ants in there. Biggie pretty much said, Michael, what about a live stream today? Well, since 7 o'clock this morning, I've had about 5 minutes of internet service. So it's just not going to happen. I would expect to be back, if today's the 1st, I would expect to be back sometime around the 7th or the 8th after I get what needs to be done in real life. Unlike a lot of the people on YouTube who have no personal lives outside of the room that you're sitting in, I have things that need to be addressed. I also have stuff that I want to do. I have to do a shout out, a couple of more shout outs from the deep. That takes time. I have to work with the tide. Time and tide wait for no man. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about ready to end this live stream. It was an important informational live stream about giving your personal information to anyone online for any reason, no matter the promises that are made to keep your personal information private. Those promises cannot be enforced. The promises to keep your personal information private cannot be enforced. If someone does expose your personal information, you will be exposed. There are enough people out there who have been exposed by becoming friends with certain people online to prove my point. I won't mention their names, but I will tell you that all over the internet, people have trusted other people with their personal information, and it doesn't work out well in the end. Not one bit. The group of friends that I have, that I send out personal emails to, have been my friends for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 years. I talk to them on the phone. I trust them. But to give my information to anyone for any reason whatsoever would be insanity at its best. Don't do it. Don't trust people on the internet with your personal information. Now, you can if you want, if you have nothing to lose, if you don't care where that people will tell other people where you live, what your telephone number is, what your email address is. And in the case of Warren H., his information, including his signature and his credit cards, were exposed. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not give your personal information to anyone for any reason whatsoever. Unless they're a law enforcement agency or they're your close personal friend, you're making a mistake. And that's my message for today. And now I'm going back outside. I'm going to get those ants, clean the ants out of my personal goods. I'm going to splice a 110-volt line that I smacked by accident with something, a blunt instrument, in order to bend something. I busted a line. I need to repair that. Actual real life stuff in real time needs to be done. So for the people that did stop by and the people that are going to watch this insanity unfold on YouTube, it is insanity to give your information out. Insanity, I say, insanity, as opposed to a nice, normal conversation. So today, now that I still have the internet, let me tell you what I did. I had a staircase that broke, that needed to be repaired. I have an alternator that needs to be replaced. I have batteries that need to be charged in my flashlight and my drill. I have oil that needs to go into a machine. I need old oil that needs to be sorted and placed in various places in order to bring it back to the city, to have it recycled. I have sneakers that need to be repaired. I have ropes that need to be stored. These are things that I do in real life when I'm not here, and this live streaming all day, every day, every day, every day, every day, it might be fun to some degree, but I have other things to do. So for the people out there, I'm going to just ask you to just bear with me for 6 or 7 days till I get my taxes done. If I don't do my taxes, I still have to do my taxes. Taxes are something that we have to do in America. It's important that I do my taxes. I doubt very much I'm not going to cry about whether or not I get a check from the government, but in order to even apply for that check, I need to do my taxes. So I'm not like a lot of other people here that they have people do this stuff for them. I do this myself, and I enjoy doing it. So we have a lot of people here from the group therapy, I call it, with Big E. He will also confirm about giving your information to other public entities. Do not, I repeat, do not give your information to other people under any circumstances whatsoever. I have had people do all kinds of things with my information, and me personally, it doesn't really matter that much to me, but there are people that exposed my first, middle, and last name when I would not do that to other people. There are people that exposed whether or not I was single. There were people that exposed where I worked, where my family lives. You people are nuts to give your personal information out. And that's my message to all and one and all. Do not give your personal information to anyone for any reason, under any circumstances, unless you know that person directly. I am telling you that most people cannot be trusted with your personal information. This has been an infomercial from Michael Fazio in the Philippines, baby. I probably saved you a lot of angst and anguish in the future. Because they could be your friend today, and tomorrow, unlike myself, if I stop being friends with someone, that's where the conversation ends. But other people have different attitudes about that. They will keep asking you for more and more, and when you deny them a single thing, a single question not answered according to their specifications, they will just expose you. They will expose you, I say. They will give your personal information. They will threaten to do things to you by telling people that, you know, where you live and how you live and this, that, and the other thing. Do not. I think you got the point, yeah? I think you got the point. Yeah, the point is, don't give your personal information out to anybody on the internet. And right now, there are, I hear a blower that needs to have the box with the ants pushed into the box and blow out all of the ants and the ant eggs, about 10,000 ants, which I have a video of. I actually literally have a rat, not in my house, but going inside and outside of something. And I found the opening in which the rat was going in and out of, and it was an amazing thing. That needs to be addressed. So we have to protect ourselves against rats of all natures. And this particular rat, he's climbing up an 8-foot wall on a rope through a hole. And then he was nesting inside someplace he shouldn't be nesting in. Beware of the rat. He can go into many different multitudes and facets of reality. There are rats in every mode. And giving your personal information out on the internet, you can be ratted out easily, no problem, and you will have no recourse. You will just say, "Oh, I thought you said," and they'll laugh at you. You stupid people. Don't give your information to anybody online ever. Don't answer emails that tell you that I have an email right here. I'm looking at it. My banking information is not correct. It has everything correct about the banking address, except there's a period after the bank's number, after the name of the bank, a period. So I called up the bank and asked them if there was a problem, and my banking executive said, "No, there's no problem." And I sent him the email. He goes, no, there's a period after the name of the bank. That's how close, that's how conniving people are when they're looking for your information. And for what reason do they want your information to begin with? I could tell you, it's mostly, in my opinion, to have leverage. We call it leverage in the field, leverage over you. For more information, another day, another thing, another favor, another this, another that. There you go. Do not give your personal information to anyone on the internet. Doxing is real. Ask some of the people on your live streams or that go on live streams what people can do with your information. They can do an amazing amount of things. They can end up in charge of your life if you feel that there's that much at stake. So don't do it. Thanks for watching. God bless everybody. I'm Bing Permy. I'm going to say goodbye to Chi, goodbye to Philippines On Demand, Bill, Chi Casares, and everybody else. Adios. Thanks for the thumbs up. And don't worry about me. I'm doing good. I'm going to do my taxes. Then I'm going to ask if I can get that check. And if I can't, you will not hear me cry about it. But there are procedurals that need to take place. And one of them is to have your taxes done. And also, talking about rats, I posted the link to the IRS Fraud Line, where if you know of someone that might have committed fraud to the IRS, on my last live stream, I posted the link and the name of the fraud line, but all you have to do is put IRS Fraud, and you will come to all the information you need in order to maybe manifest a real document that you'll have to put your name on and send to the IRS saying, I think this person may have possibly committed fraud. I don't believe this person deserves any of this stimulus package monies. And then, and all legitimate, and if it's found out to be true, then you saved the government maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if it's not true, they will not penalize you one bit. It's a free service. You can go there. You can give the name, the approximate place where the person lives, the state that they live in, the age of the person, and you can maybe save the United States government the burden of giving someone, even like myself, monies that I don't deserve. I haven't worked, therefore I don't probably deserve a check for compensated work that I haven't done in years. I don't deserve that. I'll ask for it, but I will make sure they know I haven't worked or earned a proper income, or what income I did was proper and correct and accurate. I don't have to fudge the books. I will not have to lie on my income tax, because that's problematic. So if you want, and you do know someone that might be committing fraud to the IRS, just Google IRS fraud. Just Google it, and it'll come back with a form. And if you have this kind of a complaint, it'll say click here. And if you have that kind of a complaint, it'll say click here. IRS Fraud Division takes fraud very seriously, and they will look into the background of the people that are committing fraud. I hear there's a person that's supposed to be living in Dumageddon who may or may not receive a check. Does he, because he hasn't worked in several years, does he deserve a check? I don't know. But if he does get one, that could be $10,000 that people like myself that pay taxes have to take the burden of responsibility for. This is not reasonable. So IRS fraud is where you want to be, and do not give your personal information to any random entity on YouTube. Are you crazy? And thanks for watching my crazy uploads. I'm being Permy from Michael Fazio in the Philippines, baby. Let's see what we got. Lyrish is here. Hello, Honeyco. Honeyco is here. Chico Says is here. Ah, boy, we have somebody. Philippines on Demand is here. All these people. I thank you for stopping by. I will be watching your live streams as my internet allows, but I will not be on the internet until my taxes are properly filled out legally and sent into the IRS. That's a priority. Aside from the rat that was climbing up an 8-foot steel wall on a rope, and aside from the ant infestation, all of these things need to be addressed first. Rats first, ants second, taxes third. Umping. God bless. Umping. And we're going to end this live stream. And you could say I'm all dressed for the occasion today. I got my glasses. I got my head strap on. Everything is good. What's a rat? Whack a rat. Whack a rat. What's a rat? Umping. Have a nice day, everybody. See you around the 5th or 6th of May. Bye-bye for now.